Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Murdered Soul Suspect. We were headed to the church after doing all of our collecting in the town of Salem in the last video. We had heard that something bad went down at the church, and we need to investigate not only that, but we also need to make sure that Joy is okay because she was heading here and we were going to meet her.
Cops and criminals get used to red and blue flashing lights. Even after you get numb to them, sometimes they still chill your bones. You can get that feeling that this time, they mean something personal. Thank God you're okay. No, Joy, don't! Damn it!
Lieutenant, caught her sneaking up the side staircase. Says she's a friend of the priest.
Where's Walter McCauley? Is he alright?
Just put her in my car. I want to interview her myself. Can somebody remind Broyles that the door's not going to watch itself?
Yes, sir.
It's a simple question, please!
Take it easy on her.
Hey, anybody find Baxter yet?
Nope. Went to the station, drove by his place, nothing. You know, there's definitely something wrong here.
I mean, honestly, have you ever seen anything like this?
Half this stuff feels like a goddamn riddle.
I don't know. It just seems so demented.
Demented. I gotta find this crime scene before they cart away all the evidence.
Alright, so obviously we've seen that Joy is okay, but she has been taken into custody, which is bad news for her because we snuck her out of the police station earlier, and we have not yet checked on Iris, so that's also something that we are definitely going to have to do. So a couple of things when you come back to the church. First thing is that you can collect any and all collectibles that you missed last time. So if you just didn't bother doing any of the collecting last time, or you feel like there's something that you missed, then every location in the church should be available to you. I'm not sure about the attic. We'll go through the level and I'll make sure to reconfirm that, but we've gotten all the collectibles our first time around. There are going to be new collectibles, a couple of things for us to grab as we make our way through the level, and also keep in mind that all of our demon friends are back. So if you cleared out this area on your first visit, like I did, the 3 demons that you cleared out will be back. Which kind of stinks, because it's like redoing all the work that we had done previously. Thought we might as well clear these guys out. And it's completely up to you. If you want to clear them out, you can. If you don't want to, you don't have to, because we're basically just going to be going through one of the back doors anyways. It is completely unnecessary to clear demons out if you think you can go around them, or they're not really in your way, or whatever the case may be. This guy here is in a really good position. Should be able to just execute him pretty easily, and I think I'll just leave that ghost over on the other side for now. And we'll go through the rectory door once again. And we're going to need to take control of this police officer. We'll call him over with the radio. And then we will possess him and have him walk us over the demon portal here. And you can see that the crime scene is in the courtyard here. Wow, I feel terrible right now. We got her out of the institution thinking that that would be much better for her, but then she ends up getting killed. God, I am so sorry, Iris. You seemed like a really nice girl. If you go over to where Iris has been crushed to death, we can piece together a few different things. Crushed to death being one of them, improvised weapon, and then the statue stones. So kind of like with our murder, he didn't bring weapons with him to the scene and he just used what was available to him, it seems like. Which is kind of a common thread with the Bell Killer murders from what we've been able to see from a couple of the crime scene investigations that we've done. And of course there's 6 clues. This is a very, very small crime scene, so they're all really, really close together. So Iris is one of the clues. There's 2 pieces by the statue that are clues, and then you're going to have 3 crime scene markers. So once you have everything, we can conclude the investigation.
No, please stop. Please leave me alone. No, please. What do you want? Stop, please stop, please stop, please stop.
Damn it. If she'd stayed at the hospital, she'd still be alive.
Don't hold too tight to what's keeping you here. Just remember, this wasn't your fault.
I'm sorry.
What else did he do here?
Well, I do feel a little bit better seeing as how Iris's ghost actually told us, hey, it's not your fault, don't worry about it. And she was actually able to cross over to the other side. Maybe being reunited with Rose is what helped her, but I still feel really, really bad. It looks like she either got thrown out of the window or she fell out, broke her leg, and wasn't able to continue running away from the Bell Killer. So now we have to find a way back up to the 2nd floor. And let's see, yeah, let's go through here. Now, the first time we visited the church, there was a demon pool that was preventing us from going up the stairs. So now that that has been cleared out, we are able to go up the stairs and visit the rest of the church. So when you come up the stairs, you're going to wrap around the banister. And in one of these rooms should be our final drawing. It's on this back wall here. So if you've been getting all of the collectibles in the game so far and you followed this guide, that will be your last one, and you will get an achievement for that. We're going to continue on past these 2 police officers. And we are going to grab this collectible, which is another one of Julia's thoughts. And we can head up the stairs.
Oh no. Man, how am I gonna tell her about you?
Why was the killer here?
So yes, we are able to come back up to the basement. So it does appear that every area of the church can be revisited for your collecting purposes if you'd like. Those two collectibles, by the way, were the only two that we needed to get in the return trip to this area. And we more or less are doing a lot of investigating this time around. So up in the attic here, we have 5 clues. So if we go ahead and investigate the priest's corpse here, we can investigate the wound on his neck.
He died trying to protect Iris. Sure that won't make it sting any less for Joy. Damn it.
So that's our first clue. The second clue is going to be the bloody cat footprints. I think that's all for the priest's body. We can go into the room where Joy was staying. I'm guessing that this is probably where she had took Iris to give her what she thought was a safe place to stay. There's the cat silhouette over here. And then over by the desk here, we have the silhouette of the bell killer looking at the photo of Joy and her mother. So he was staring at the photo when he was most likely discovered. And then finally, we have the picture that he threw down on the ground here. So using these clues, we can kind of figure out what the heck he was doing up here. So he was looking at the photo. He then dropped it. And then I think the last clue would be him killing the priest.
Well, I don't think she's the most ideal roommate. A little rough around the edges, but I'm sure you'll like the room, and in time you'll both get along really well.
Don't worry, I can get along with most anyone.
Excellent. Well, this is the room. Here we are.
Father? What's wrong?
Go. Go.
Killer came here looking for Joy, but took out Iris instead. This is a friggin' dead end.
So where's Baxter? If he's not here, he's got some explaining to do.
Well, what about you? You see anything?
So at this point, he's just cleaning up loose ends. He must have seen Iris, recognized her as the girl that escaped when he killed her sister Rose and then went after her since he couldn't find Joy. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. That's really bizarre. I don't think I've ever actually had the cat run off. I think that was a bug. Really? Where did it go? It usually the cat just sits still, but I think it's up here now on the piano. That was weird.
Easy, kitty. Easy, easy. It's your old buddy Ronan. What the hell was that? The killer dropped something in the vent. Maybe the cat can help get to it.
Alright, so then finally, up in the attic here, the last thing we have to do is take possession of the cat. Once again, we're going to crawl through the vents and try to figure out what the heck it was that the killer dropped.
Thanks for the help.
And once we do that, we're actually going to drop right into another crime scene. Now, you can do these investigations in any order that you'd like. I just chose to kind of go by this door and head upstairs after I had done the collecting in this area, but you can do this investigation first if you would like. So in here, we have a whole bunch of clues to look at. It looks like they were in the middle of a wedding when they got interrupted. And the item that the killer dropped here was the key. You can see it fell out of the vent.
I know that house.
Aha, so that house is the Judgment House.
That's it. The killer's hideout. I need to get to Judgment House.
So the key is actually the only clue that you need to get for this investigation, and that actually finished the investigation, which is a little bit disappointing, but we can kind of do it in a backwards order, and we can get all the clues while we're here if we want to, just for the sake of completion, because it doesn't really tell us what actually happened in this room. So let's go ahead and just look at some of the clues here. Obviously, there's a lot of bodies here. He just threw people aside, overpowered them. This looks like the window that Iris either leapt out of or was pushed out of. Those footprints look really big. Those look like the Bell Killer's footprints, probably as he followed her. There's a busted up window there. There's some broken glass.
Lady, you still with us? You just stopped
And then
talking?
if you want to reveal this silhouette here, you can see that it looks like Iris running away. And obviously she's falling down. She's scared. I'm assuming she would probably be looking for some help as she ran away. Now for our last clue, I do believe we're supposed to be taking possession of this woman here and influencing her using our clues. And we want to use the clue that Iris was fleeing and just happened to run into these people having the wedding.
That girl was running away. That's who he's after. Not the rest of us.
So that's it. That is the investigation in this room finished.
We have cocktails already.
Okay, all right, everyone, let's get this picture. We've got to get to the reception now. Everybody.
Let me through.
Hey, settle down.
Let me go. Let me go. He's here.
Look, you need to back off.
No, these weren't normal Bell Killer murders. These people were just in the way. He was after Iris. I wonder if there's more evidence in Joy's room.
So I guess technically the way that it's worded is that the game wants you to do this investigation first and then the investigation upstairs last. But it doesn't really matter, and I actually find it works better this way because the cat is going to drop down through the vent anyways. So the Bell Killer has been very busy tonight. He killed at least 5 people. If you look at the 3 bodies in here, along with the priest and Iris, so that's really too bad. Oh, there's a... Wow. That demon, I did not see him, guys. He was just... okay. Why are you there? Again, really weird. There was a demon here last time we played, but I definitely cleared him out. I have no idea why they would just have one, you know, coming back. But, I guess, even if he surprises you, if you go into a body, there's no way that he's gonna find you, so I'm not too worried about it. He completely took me by surprise there. That was all the information that we really needed. We basically just needed to know that, hey, there's that house that we had seen at the museum. There's a memory of the Bell Killer using that as a hideout. And that's kind of our next place that we want to be able to go. Now, as soon as I leave the church, we are going to get some more cutscenes, and this video already is quite long, so I don't want to drag it on for too much longer, so I'm going to stop it here, and in the next video we will leave the church, and we will head over towards the Judgment House, and we will be pretty much wrapping up the game at this point. We're getting very, very close to the end. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.